bishops, so forth. We have we've always offered our CDs to seminarians for free in Catholic seminaries around the country, but we've never been very organized about doing that. And 3 years ago, we had a wonderful volunteer come to us, Alma and she organized it and was very successful. Can you take a few minutes to describe what you accomplished?
Yeah, just very briefly, because then I'll let you go back. We contacted over 44 seminaries. We wrote letters to the rectors because we wanted to have this be something that was accepted. We didn't want to just contact the seminarians. And so with rector approval, we were able to reach nearly 2,000 seminarians with 6,000 CDs. We sent them Contraception Why Not, a CD by Patty Schneier, Prove It God and He Did, which is a woman's witness on how she realized that she was really wrong to be using contraception, and then her husband agreed also, and their lives were changed. Their whole marriage was changed for the better. And then we also sent a brochure explaining the mission of One More Soul and the newsletter. And as a result, the seminarians would know about our resources. We were hoping to maybe fill in blanks, but also to give them resources they could use in working in parishes. And as they were going out to minister to God's people and to be presenting to people in ways that people could understand what the church's teaching was, and that this actually would make life better. Then there was an additional CD, Why Contraception Matters, by Steve Patton, that came out that we sent to some of the seminarians. And we actually would like to start sending this again. It's been 3 years. Those seminarians will be seniors or ready to be ordained as priests. And we would like to send these CDs again so that our future priests have these resources to use. One of the seminarians we contacted in asking what would really be the better CD if we were going to give them a choice of the original or the revised Contraception Why Not, said, well, he thought that the revised, if we were going to send just one, and Patty Schneier's, he really didn't feel a whole lot about that one, but his mother really liked it. It's a really good CD to be used for the priests to use with the women in the parish. And then Why Contraception Matters is a really good one for men and women both. And these are, Why Contraception Matters has an introduction from Bishop Victor Gallione. So we would like to go on ahead and get this out to the seminarians again. It's been 3 years, and it would be really good if we could provide this, because it doesn't just reach 2,000 seminarians. If we can reach seminarians, then we are working for chastity, marriage, the blessings of children, what's really moral and good for the country in support of marriage and the future. We're going to reach so many people if we can reach seminarians. And so we really would like to start sending this again and see if we can reach another 2,000 or more.
Thank you, Alma. So we need about $6,000 to get out 6,000 CDs. So if you can help us, we'd appreciate that. Last October, One More Soul ran a Catholic healthcare symposium in Springfield, Illinois. And Bonnie and Christoph, where are Bonnie and Christoph? Were they hiding back there? Both volunteers at One More Soul videotaped all of the presentations there. Basically, we were proving to the world that you can have authentic Catholic health care without going broke. And these were doctors and hospitals that do not prescribe contraception, do not do sterilizations, do not do in vitro fertilization. And so we have those DVDs, and they need editing, and they need to be duplicated, and they need to be put on our website. And I don't know what kind of money we're talking about to do that, but we do need some help with that. We do have resources that we've distributed over the years that we frankly don't have the money to go out and buy more of. And so we need money to do that. We have only 1.5 paid employees at the present time. A couple of years ago we had 7 or 8, so we need money to bring more people on board. We have some wonderful volunteers at One More Soul, like Alma, like Bonnie and Christoph, like the Sowers, Dan and Susan, treasurer and interim executive director and chairman of the board. We have a couple of employees that have been sick. We have one employee that died of cancer, another employee that's in recovery from cancer, another employee that's had depression problems. One of our first board members was a local priest, Father Lou Holmeyer. He said to Mary Ann, when you take on contraception, you take on the devil himself. And that has proven to be true. We have had lots of problems at One More Soul, but we've always weathered them, and I think we're going to continue to do that. And if you could help us, we'd appreciate it. Thank you. God bless you.
So I'll give a testimonial, just that, you know, my wife and I used natural family planning in our lives, and I was not Catholic and didn't know about all these wacky Catholic ideas. But when Ruth met Steve and started getting materials from One More Soul, she passed along some of those CDs that Alma mentioned, you know, Catholic or Contraception, Why Not, Why Contraception Matters, and then the Patty Schneier CD, and I listened to all those, and it was like, it was really like a light went on for me that I understood why what we had been doing for, you know, 8, 9 years in our marriage, or 11 years, however long it was, why that really made sense, you know, and I never would have, without some place like One More Soul, I mean, where are you going to find that type of material? You really don't find it anywhere. And they're really known all throughout the country. I mean, I was telling Steve, I listen to Catholic Answers Live all the time on the radio. I brought a book that the host of that wrote all about. It's called Sex Au Natural, why it's good, what it is and why it's good for your marriage. And One More Soul is right in the back in the list, and whenever it's a call-in show that's broadcast around the world on EWTN radio, whenever anybody calls in and asks about natural family planning or something like that, the host is like, oh, well, you can go to One More Soul and look up for NFP doctors and everything else. And so, you know, it's really important to keep One More Soul around, and hopefully that they will thrive, because people need to hear this message. You know, it changed my life for the better, and I would never want to go back to just using NFP because my wife says so. I love it because what it does for our marriage and what it means to God. So anyway, there's my testimonial. You can get out your checkbooks now.
I think, you know,